Hey YouTube, it's Cheddar. As you can see, I have a special guest who is sleeping. As you've seen in previous videos, I want to say back maybe 3 months ago, I stated that I moved to Florida. I've been trying to move to Florida, and I decided I was supposed to move last summer. It didn't happen. Well, not summer of 2017, 2016. That didn't happen. I was going to move April 2017. That didn't happen. So I said, forget it. I would move 2019 summer. God willing, some things in my life calls for me to move end of August of 2017. So at that time, I want to say my grandson was 3 months, going on 4. He is now 8 months as of January 1st. This is this little man right here sleeping in my arms. My little baby. Yeah, so I guess this video really won't per se, be about locks. I'll do another video because I will be 1 month on, I want to say Tuesday. It was my lock hawk, as I call it. But anyway, so I guess this video will be about me being in Florida since August. It's different. Moving from Chicago to Orlando is pretty different. The atmosphere is different. I have noticed that if you follow my videos, all my different hair changes since moving down here. I came down here with locks. I was almost, I came down here. I was almost 3 months locked. Then I took them out for a day and a half, put them back in because, some places are like, well, we're not going to hire you with locks. So I took them out to go to my little curly fro, and I was like, I couldn't even do the curly fro because I was at that point where I was in that in-between stage. So I decided to put them back in. So I left them in for, I want to say, maybe a month, if that. And I decided I missed my mohawk. So, in the meantime, I was, trying to find a job. When I got there, I had some interviews already lined up. Those didn't fall through. I got hired at Bed Bath & Beyond, their customer service center that had just recently made a year down here in Florida. So I got hired there October 1st. Been there about 3 months. I love it. Right outside of training, they offered a shift bid. And normally with a shift bid, when you work for the company, you got to be there so long. And unfortunately, they sent the email out. And then they sent another email out because I guess they needed more people to make this change around because they were doing like a hiring spurt. And they took any stipulations off. So I was able to apply, got the hours I wanted. I don't have back-to-back off days because, of course, in most trainings, you got the weekends off. I didn't have back-to-back off days. I have now Tuesday, Saturday off, so that's okay. Also, that same week that they sent the email out to get other people to change their schedule, there was a position for the email team. It's seasonal, it's temporary. I'm still there. I applied for it. Got sent an assessment the very next day. Passed the assessment, God willing. And now it's at a point where mid-February, I guess they're going to decide, of the group of people they hired. But see, are they going to send us back to the phones? Or are we going to stay in email? When I claimed the job, when I took the assessment, I claimed it. And I claimed that it's going to be a permanent position. So I'm just praying that it stays permanent. I go to work, do what I'm supposed to do. So everything's in God's hands. Whatever is God's will. As I said, everything these last 4 months I've been in Florida, it's been the will of God. That's all I can say. It's been the will of God. I made a decision, and I talked about it previously in 2014 with my son, because me and his father are divorced, and in the state of Illinois, you have to ask for the other parents, whoever has, I guess we got joint custody, but whoever has residential custody, you got to ask permission to move out of state, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to fight with his dad, so I am missing my little chocolate son, but we talk through FaceTime all the time. He's planning on coming down here for the summer. Hopefully when he graduates, he's a sophomore, so hopefully when he graduates, he will move down here. That's his plan, but you know, it's a teenager, things change. He may enroll in school. He did say to me, even if he is enrolled in school somewhere, he want to come when he's not in school, be with me. So we'll find out. Like I said, he'll be 16 next month, so who knows. But I can tell you right now, outside of missing my son, I do not regret making that decision to move to Florida. I love the weather. Right now it's been really bipolar. Like the last couple days it's been like 85, then it went down to 70 something. At nighttime it was still kind of nice. Now it's a little chillier. Then I think it's supposed to be in the high 70s the next couple days, then drop down to the high 60s, low 70s. So it's bipolar, but it still beats not having no snow and being 30 degrees or 20 degrees. I love the fact that I get to watch my grandson grow up, and I see him every day. He does have an older sister. His dad has custody of her, so I don't separate the children, so I consider her my granddaughter. So I get to see them every day. When they see me, if I don't say nothing to them when I come in the house, oh my God, these two have a fit. I just love my babies. And yes, he is spoiled. People will tell you when they FaceTime and call me, you always got that baby in your hand. You're doggone right, because this is my baby. I didn't physically have him, but he came from his mama, which came from me, and he's mine. So his name is Darius. I'm sorry, I didn't even introduce him. His name is Darius Jaciel Arias. So yeah, it's my little poo-poo. My little poo-poo. So yeah, so that's all I've been doing here in Florida. Oh, I did mention in one of my videos, I said I would talk about my boyfriend. I do have a boyfriend. What I want to say about him, I lost my train of thought. He's, I can't even put it into words. He's just, anybody I've dated over the last, or who has tried to date me over the last, I want to say since 2 years, it's not hard to beat me. They just can't, what's the word? They can't do what's needed. I mean, the things that is needed is minor, and they got excuses. Like I tell everybody, anything you do in life, whether you want to work out, go to school, do whatever, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. You make time for who and what you want. So that's all I ask for. I ask for time, communication, and realness. Other people that have tried to date me can't get that. Or I get one thing and not the other. Or a half of a little bit of each, but not 100% of each category. Like everybody, back in the day when I grew up, 1975, wasn't no damn cell phones. People had rotary phones and push. Wasn't even no cordless phones. You had to physically pick up the phone and talk to me, or walk to your house, or go to your house, and we had to have a face-to-face conversation. Since we all got these Apple Watches, Apple phones, Android watches, whatever the case may be, you can text me. Hey, good morning, how you doing? I miss you, thinking about you. You can communicate with me throughout the day. Everybody make excuses about, oh, I work these different hours. Nobody that lives together, husband and wife, domestic partnership, whatever the case may be, nobody has the same schedule. Nobody. But you make it work. So even if we're not living in the same household and don't have the same schedule, we can still make it work by communication, making time. Just like if you live together, got kids, you got to make time for date night. So my boyfriend, his name is Steven, he does exactly that. He makes time. He has a job that demands a lot of his time, even when he's not at work. His work phone goes off, but he makes time for me. Just like I have kids and grandkids, he has children. I expect him to make time for his children, and I get fitted in his schedule. Just like I got my grandbabies, I put him in my schedule because we want to spend time with each other. So we communicate with each other throughout the day, whether it be physically talking on the phone, whether it be through text message. We see each other. So there's no excuse. So it's not these big major things that other women are looking for. Oh my God, he got to do this, that, and the other. I ask for simple stuff. All the other stuff will come. He goes to church every day. Not every day, Lord. Every Sunday. His kids go with him. I've been here for 3 months and I've been looking at different churches. Even prior to meeting him, I've been looking at different churches to visit. I went tonight for the first time. I was supposed to do it before, but I've been procrastinating. But I've put my own foot in my own butt, and it's some things I need to accomplish. And getting myself into a church is one of them. So I went to, because I work Sundays. I went to the Saturday service, and of course, most people most churches that I've been to that have had Saturday service, the services are not huge because the majority of the people go on Sunday. Because either most people got things planned or they work on Saturdays. Well, my job, I work on Sundays during church hours. So if I worked a later shift, then I would go. But I went on Saturday service, and I like it. So I'm gonna go next Saturday. I can't say when I'm gonna join. I might join. It all depends on the Spirit move me. The last church I was with was LIT, which is an ex-co-worker of mine had started a church, and I joined last year. And I joined the first day. I had seen him before doing watch his sermons through Facebook or live or whatever. And the one Sunday I went, I joined. It out for me. It depends on if the Spirit moves me. That's all I can say. I don't do, when it comes to, I guess, me trying to grow spiritually and people who don't know me, and I think people who know me don't know that there are times where I can feel and I hear from the Holy Spirit. That's like the people that do know me, that I can not talk to you for months, and I can randomly one day wake up and text you, and it'll be something encouraging and spiritual, and I've gotten messages back like, how did you know? I didn't. We ain't talked in a minute, so I didn't know what you were going through. I've been visited by the Holy Spirit in my sleep before several times. If you follow me on Instagram or my Facebook page, I post encouraging messages. I ask, questions like, are you uncomfortable? Because, if you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable to get to where you need to be. Do you know what gifts? Have you took time to talk to God to know what gifts God has given you? Everybody has a gift. Whether it be singing, encouraging, motivational speaker, we all have a gift. Some people use a gift for wrongdoing, or manipulation, but I know my gift is encouraging. A prior church that I attended, the pastor kept just telling me that God has keep telling him that I need to encourage others. I was like, well, I'm doing it already, pastor, but I didn't understand till recently. I didn't want to say recently, till sometime I think early to mid last year, where I realized that I'm supposed to be encouraging others on a whole nother level than what I'm doing. So so at that point, I tried to do more, but oh, now you want to snore, really? But yeah. So life here in Florida's been good. Like I said, I'm getting ready to expand or increase my spiritual journey, and going to church tonight was one of them. Just want to be an overall better person for myself, for these grandbabies, and for my kids, and for the you know, the guy, the man I'm with right now. Um, we both had conversations. You know, we are, as far as with one another, we are where we want to be. We want to be with each other, and we are thankful that we are in each other's life, and we don't want to go nowhere. So just take that situation day by day. And like I said, I do like the fact that, not to say I haven't dated other people that go to church, but he goes religiously every Sunday. He's been with his church at least 3 to 5 years. And like I said, when I did research churches, this was one of the first churches that came up because they have several campuses in the Orlando area, the surrounding area, so different little cities within Orlando. So, and the one that he goes to is like 5 minutes. He lives 5 minutes from where I'm at, and the church is another 5 minutes from him. So, for me, it's like 10 minutes away. So, it's convenient. And I like the atmosphere. So, like I said, I will be attending next Sunday. I may join. Next Saturday, I'm sorry. It just all depends on the spirit and me praying. Once I put him down, because I know if I put him down, he may wake up. So I'm trying to keep, with him, you got to rock him. So I'm trying to keep him asleep so I can put him down. And I'm going to go spend a little quiet time and pray on it. And once I hear from the Holy Spirit tell me what to do, I'll know what to do come next Saturday. And all in all to say, I know this is a long video. I ain't done a long video in a long time. Only you can control your reactions and actions. If you feel that whatever in your life you need to do, make that change. Like I said, we've all made bad decisions, good decisions, but as far as me moving and having to leave my son and come here, even though we talk all the time, this has been the best decision that I've made in a pretty long time as far as moving to Florida. I don't regret it. Will I move back home? Based on this beautiful weather, even though when it's wintertime for them, it's bipolar. I don't know what. I'm not moving back to Chicago. Not at all. Go visit. Probably won't visit in the wintertime because I don't miss the snow at all. But yeah, if you do anything, I stepped out on faith. I really didn't know what was going to happen when I moved here. I really didn't. I didn't know what my life what was going to be, and besides this being the best decision, I think this is the most content and happiest. Even though I know I'm not where I want to be, but I know I'm not where I used to be, and I know God has more planned for me. But this is the best decision. I stepped out on faith. I had my play daughter who lives here. I flew her up to drive with me back down here. We got here in no time. I don't regret it at all. So all I can say to whoever will watch this video, if you are looking to move or do anything, sometimes you just have to step out on faith and trust that God gonna work it out. God has a plan for all of our lives. It is up to you to decide when you are going to do His will and let Him take the reins and guide you to what you're supposed to do, period. And that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I plan to do till I'm no longer on this earth. Is I'm going to continue to step out and trust, even when it's uncomfortable. Again, uncomfortable. If you always are comfortable, you're not growing. You have to make sacrifices. You have to trust God, and you have to be uncomfortable. Nobody likes being uncomfortable, but this is the only way that you're going to grow and learn from your experience. Life is nothing but a bunch of experiences. It's about what you do with those experiences. I've had some pretty bad ones. If you've watched, I think my videos about PTSD, or again, if you follow me on Facebook, was in a very domestic violent relationship. Um, felt like I was in a prison. I never thought I would ever experience that. We all think that, oh, well, this ain't gonna never happen to me. Yeah, don't never say that. Been molested, different things. I have learned that those experiences have caused me to be the transparent person that I am, the loving person that I try to be. When I love hard. So that's a blessing and a curse in itself. Because I haven't, in the past, loved the wrong people. But as you get older and you've been through some things, you learn to channel that energy differently, and you try to help others by being transparent. And like I said, I'm the type of person, I only know how to be real, 100, and transparent. I tell people all the time, I'm not going to tell you nothing I don't tell my kids or tell others if you ask me. If you ask me a question, sometimes you may not like what I say, but it's the truth. I have learned that I can't be as blunt as I used to be, because I would just say some stuff and it will probably hurt. I've learned to try to tailor what I say to who I'm talking to, but I mean what I say. But other than that, YouTube, I'm gonna go lay this little baby down. I don't know. I might do a live video with him in my hands. I don't know, because again, my 1 month is on Tuesday, and I don't know if I want to wait till Tuesday to do the video or do it tonight. So I don't know. But me and Mr. Darius will let you guys go. And maybe if you see 2 videos with me with the same outfit on and my little poo-poo in my arms sleeping, then you know I kept him with me. Wait. See that handsome baby? See my handsome grandson? Okay, YouTube, enough, I know. Talk to you guys later.